Today's story is about a simple-hearted boy from a tiny village. Everyone laughed at him and believed he would never achieve anything in life. One ordinary day, while fishing on a frozen river, he catches a mysterious magical fish that promises to grant him 3 wishes. From that moment, his life changes forever. Every wish brings him closer to greatness, yet each step also creates new challenges. Later, that magical fish transforms into a young woman who becomes his greatest companion. So, let's begin the story. Far beneath the ocean, in the magical kingdom of fish, the mighty fish king angrily asks his loyal messenger frog, "Where is the fish princess I chose to marry?" The frightened frog bows and replies, "Your Majesty, we've searched everywhere, but we still can't find her." Meanwhile, far away in a snowy Russian village, an elderly blind blacksmith lives with his son, Emelya. One morning, Emelya is awakened by his playful dog. Kind-hearted but innocent, he quietly tries to sneak outside. Before he reaches the door, his blind father, busy working at the forge, calls out, "My son, you should start learning this trade. I won't always be here to take care of you." Emelya smiles warmly. "I promise, father, I'll learn soon." His father hands him a bucket and a fishing rod, asking him to catch fish for dinner. Emelya walks across the frozen river, drills a hole through the ice, and patiently waits. Suddenly, the water bursts upward, and a beautiful golden fish jumps straight into his bucket. Overjoyed, Emelya rushes home, thinking dinner has come without any effort. As he prepares to cook it, a soft voice surprises him. "Please, don't cook me." Emelya freezes. The fish continues, "If you return me to the river, I'll grant you any 3 wishes." At first, Emelya thinks he's imagining things. Still curious, he decides to test her magic. "I wish I could travel across the whole town without leaving my warm furnace." Instantly, the house begins shaking. To Emelya's horror, the heavy furnace starts moving across the ground like a giant sled, carrying him through the village while he comfortably sits on top of it. The fish smiles. "You wish to travel without leaving your furnace, so I simply brought the furnace with you." Emelya can hardly believe his eyes. After wandering for a while, he notices how freezing everything is. Without thinking, he says, "I wish spring would come, with green fields and warm sunshine." The second wish is granted immediately. Snow melts, flowers bloom, green grass spreads across the land. Cold winds become gentle breezes, and streams begin flowing where ice once covered the ground. The fish quietly reminds him, "That was your second wish. Only one remains." Emelya suddenly realizes he has wasted 2 priceless wishes on simple desires. The fish gently says, "People only wish for what their imagination allows." Carrying the bucket carefully, Emelya begins walking again. Before long, several bandits block his path. Seeing the glowing fish inside the bucket, they try to steal it. Emelya refuses to let them have her. He runs as fast as he can while the thieves chase him through the forest. Finally, reaching a nearby river, he throws the magical fish safely back into the water before the robbers catch him. Furious, the bandits tie him upside down to a tree and leave him behind. Sometime later, a beautiful young woman arrives and cuts him free. Confused, Emelya asks, "Who are you?" She smiles. "My name is Vasilisa." As sunlight reflects from the magical scarf on her shoulder, Emelya suddenly understands. You're the magical fish." Realizing she could disappear, Emelya gently takes the enchanted scarf from her shoulder and keeps it safe. "My last wish is still left," he says. "I'll use it only when the time is right." Instead of asking for another magical gift, Emelya shares his true dream. "I want to marry Princess Anfisa, but I don't want to use magic for that. I want to earn her respect through my own efforts." Vasilisa looks at him with admiration. "Then I'll help you." Together, they travel toward the royal palace. Inside the palace, Princess Anfisa learns that an English ambassador has arrived with a marriage proposal. She becomes excited because she has always dreamed of marrying an English nobleman. The ambassador presents the king with a strange musical machine that appears to play music by itself. In reality, a hidden man inside secretly operates it. The king remains unimpressed, believing such tricks are meaningless. Watching everything from outside the palace walls, Emelya suddenly steps forward. "Your Majesty," he says confidently, "I can bring you a machine that truly plays music with nothing more than spoken commands." The king raises an eyebrow. "If you succeed, I'll reward you with anything you ask." Emelya smiles. "Then promise me I'll be allowed to marry Princess Anfisa." The king nods. "If you accomplish this impossible task, you have my word." Hearing this, Princess Anfisa becomes frustrated, while Emelya leaves the palace filled with hope. Outside, Vasilisa warns him. The magical instrument does exist, but it's guarded by a terrifying enchanted cat deep inside the dark forest. No one who has gone there has ever returned. Emelya takes a deep breath. "I have to try." With courage in his heart and Vasilisa beside him, the two begin their dangerous journey toward the mysterious forest. The Boy Everyone Called a Fool, Part 2. On the way, Vasilisa warns Emelya about the enchanted cat. "It doesn't fight with claws," she says. "It uses music. If it plays a joyful song, people dance until they collapse. If it sings a sad song, they cry themselves to sleep and never wake up." Soon they reach the edge of the dark forest. Vasilisa stays behind while Emelya walks in alone. The forest is filled with bones, reminding him that no one has ever returned alive. Suddenly, the giant cat appears. "So, you've come for my magical music machine?" it asks. "Very well." Hesitation. Outside the palace, Vasilisa sighs. The tablecloth is real, but it's owned by two lazy brothers who guard it carefully. Without losing hope, Emelya smiles. "Then let's go and find it." Together, they begin another dangerous journey, unaware that Princess Anfisa is already planning an even crueler test. Emelya and Vasilisa finally find the two brothers, who have become extremely lazy because the magical tablecloth gives them endless food. When Emelya asks for it, they knock him unconscious. Vasilisa cleverly makes the brothers look at their reflections, showing them how their laziness has ruined their lives. Ashamed, they willingly hand over the magical tablecloth. Emelya returns to the palace, where the king is amazed, but Princess Anfisa still refuses to marry him. Following her late mother's evil advice, she gives Emelya one final impossible task: travel to the dark world and ask her mother's spirit for permission to marry her. With Vasilisa beside him, Emelya bravely completes the dangerous journey. Vasilisa's father, the guardian of the dark world, helps summon the queen's spirit, who finally grants permission in exchange for food after centuries of punishment. As they return, Vasilisa warns Emelya that leaving the dark world will erase his magical memories. Just as she predicted, he forgets her completely. Princess Anfisa then accuses him of using forbidden magic and orders his execution. Before the sentence is carried out, Vasilisa sacrifices her freedom and offers Anfisa 3 wishes to save Emelya's life. Blinded by greed, Anfisa uses her final wish to become as magical as Vasilisa herself. Instead, she transforms into a fish, and the Fish King mistakenly takes her away forever. With evil defeated, the king is restored to the throne. Emelya finally remembers Vasilisa, realizes she is the one he truly loves, and the two are happily reunited.